So, Torah ל"ח 38, part ד' אזי נופלים כל המקטרגים השולטים על הדיבור. Then, all of those angels that have so many bad things to say are falling. They're falling from being with control, on the power of speech. When there are judgments on the person, so he cannot talk. He's not able to pray. But when he's doing Teshuva, so then he's able to talk. Suddenly he finds words to talk, to share with Hashem Yitbarach, whatever his heart is desiring to say. The subject of Teshuva is very deep, and I heard once the explanation of Rav Shalom on that thing in the Hilul of Rabbeinu HaKadosh in Sukkot, and it really opened my eyes 3 or 4 years ago, I think. Rav Shalom explained that when a person sins, so he's actually creates husks and curtains to block the light of Hashem from himself, and he's falling from faith. He cannot see Hashem anymore. When you have complete faith, you see Hashem Yitbarach in everything. You see the light of Hashem Yitbarach illuminates from all of the creation. You see, that's Hashem. Wow, here Hashem done that. Wow, Hashem is so powerful. Look, wow, well, look what Hashem done. Look, you see Hashem from everything. But if a person is sinning, chas v'shalom, he's doing things against Hashem, so he is creating blocks to block the light of Hashem from him. So then he cannot see Hashem Yitbarach anymore. And that's a coincidence, and that's a very tasty thing, and that's a very important thing, and suddenly it's not Hashem communicating with him, just his physical desires, his lusts, his thoughts, his fears. Oh, it's a cop. Oh, it's not Hashem warning me. It's a police officer that attacks, and that he cannot see Hashem. Because of the avonot, the sins are blocking, creating a wall that separates between the person to Father in heaven. When the person is doing Teshuva, what he is doing actually, he is bringing that situation, that in that situation he lost Hashem, because that's the reason that the person also fall to sins, because he forgot Hashem. So the result of it is that he will not going to find Hashem. So when a person forgets about Hashem Yitbarach, so in that moment he, so to speak, didn't have Hashem with him. When he wants to do Teshuva on that, he needs to bring back Hashem into that situation. Those are the letters of the word Teshuva. Teshuv, hey, Teshuv, Hashem. Hashem comes back into your life. So you look at that situation that you forgot Hashem, that Hashem, so to speak, wasn't there with you in that situation, and you bring back Hashem into that situation. You do Teshuva. You realize that such an amazing thing. People think that to do Teshuva, that's the biggest nonsense. To be religious, no connection to Teshuva at all. Teshuva, it's a certain mitzvah. It's like you say, I want to put tefillin. So, alright, keep Shabbos. What's the connection? Alright, it is, both of them are coming from the same Torah. Oh, I understand, there is some connection, but hey, I said I want to put tefillin. Why do you start talking to me about kashrut? Why are you talking to me about Shabbos? It's two different topics. A person that wants to do Teshuva, he doesn't need to be religious. Now, okay, put a kippah, go to shul. It's different things. Yeah, they are coming from the same place, but it's different things. The mitzvah, the obligation of Teshuva, it's to bring back Hashem into your life. There is a way to do that. And that way, the Rambam is explaining to us that it needs to be a very honorable way. So you need to apologize to Hashem Yitbarach on what? On the fact that you forgot Him. On that you do Teshuva. You do Teshuva on the fact that you lost Hashem in that situation, that you lived your life without Hashem. That's what you thought. That you allowed yourself to think in an arrogant way that you can manage without Him. I'm hungry. I want to do that. I need that. And you thought like that. So you lost Hashem. So on that you need to feel regret. That's the charata on the Teshuva. And on that you need to confess, because you need to talk to Hashem Yitbarach, because you cannot communicate without talking. So you have to talk with Hashem Yitbarach on that. And then you need to accept on yourself for the future to show, to reveal your goodwill, that you don't want to forget Hashem anymore, and that you're going to try to do the best that you can, to pray on it, and to think about it, and to be focused, and not to forget, and to do whatever you're able to do, not to forget Hashem Yitbarach. That it won't happen again that you're going to forget Hashem Yitbarach. So when a person is doing Teshuva, that he regrets, and he confesses, and he asks forgiveness, and he asks in an honorable way that Hashem is going to come back to be with him in all of this, in all of his life, in all of the situations. So by doing that, he brings back the light of Hashem Yitbarach into those dark situations that he had before, and by that removes again all of the husks, and then he can see Hashem Yitbarach again. So all of the suffering and all of the fear and all of the pains that people have in their lives, it's only because that they cannot see Hashem. When you do Teshuva, you remove all of the weight, you take off all of the burden and all of the sufferings and all of the fears and anxieties and sadnesses and all things that are coming from only one reason, that Hashem is not there. Because when you have Hashem, you're not afraid. Hashem gives you courage. When you have Hashem, you're not poor, because Hashem is very wealthy, Ashir. He's got everything. He's the source of bounty. He can influence on you everything you need. He just can give you, and He can create something from out of nowhere. And so you're never poor, and you're never sad, because Hashem, Simcha b'imono, happiness comes from His place, from the place of Hashem. So when you have Hashem Yitbarach, you're not lack of nothing. So when a person is doing Teshuva, by doing Teshuva, you come back to a complete faith. And that's the explanation that I heard, with, of course, all of my understandings on top of that, from Rav Shalom on the Hilul of Rabbeinu HaKadosh. That why a person is so sad, why a person is so heavy, why it's so hard for him to learn and to talk and to be friendly with people and to count on people and to pray and to... All of that weight is coming because of the avonot, because of the sins. Alright, you want to fix it, no problem. Do Teshuva. How are you going to do Teshuva? You're going to start talking to Hashem Yitbarach and bring Him back into your life. That's it. And this is what is written here. All of those angels that have what to say, they're bringing a lot of weight, a lot of heaviness on the person. And the person cannot talk, and it's hard for him to go to the field. Why? Because of the avonot. Because of those curtains, because of the darkness. He's afraid of the night, he's tired, he wants to sleep, he's afraid he won't have power tomorrow morning to wake up early, so he goes to sleep early, not early, but lazy. And he loses the night and the day, and in the morning he won't have powers, because you also wake up exactly like you went to sleep. So if you went to sleep tired, you're going to wake up tired. If you go to sleep because you want to serve Hashem and to renew your power, so then you're going to wake up fresh and strong and powerful with goodwill. So when the person is doing Teshuva, so then he can start talk again, because they control on the power of speech. But when they're falling and you do Teshuva and you start to confess and you bring back Hashem Yitbarach into your life, so then you can talk. You don't have no laziness, no heaviness on you anymore. You're free. You can talk. You're a ben chorin. You're a free person. You can talk. You can say whatever you want. ואז הדיבור יוצא בשיר ושבח והלל לקדוש ברוך הוא. And then the words comes out from your mouth in a song and in praise. And hallel, how you say hallel? Also praise. Another kind of praise to הקדוש ברוך הוא, to the Creator. כמו שכתוב, like that it's written, אלוקים Al domi lach. Name Elokim, it's name that teaches us about judgments. The judgments, they're not making you quiet anymore. You can talk, you can praise. וכמו שכתוב, and like that it's written, למען יזמרך כבוד ולא ידום. That the honor gonna sing to you songs, Hashem, and won't be quiet anymore. So when the person is able to commit himself to that kind of avodat Hashem, to serve Hashem like that, so by doing that he can praise Hashem Yitbarach. For me today, I came to a certain place in my life, and I'm just sharing that it's very hard for me to do tshuva. And not that I don't have on what to confess, and not that I dropped it, chas shalom, and I'm not confessing. I'm doing tshuva every day on everything that I done from yesterday until today, trying as much as my memory lets me. But I see a very big importance on praying on things, on praying on Am Yisrael. And I'm dedicating most of my prayers on Am Yisrael, because what do I lack? What do I need to complete that I can think about that someone else doesn't lack more? What should I ask? On that, I already have a lot of that, and there are people that don't have that at all. And what can I ask for? Money? I need some more, but there are people that really cannot even pay their rent. There are people that are homeless. So all of the time Hashem helped me to come to this place that I'm thinking what is more critical, what is more important, what is and I'm trying to see that from the eyes of Hashem Yitbarach. And for sure that if you, once I said it in class, if now someone helps you with something, to carry your bag, he gives you tzedakah, something, he helps you with something, so you're going to respect that person. You're going to say, wow, thank you, really, you helped me to move an apartment, I don't know what, you're going to respect that person. But if you see that that person cares about your children, and is doing the same thing that he could do for you, but he's doing it for your children, it will count more, it will be worthy more for you. You're going to count it more. You're going to appreciate that person more because he helped your children. It's something else. Someone comes to sit with you every day and he helps you, you're going to appreciate that person. But if he comes to learn with your children every day, it's a lot stronger. It's a lot stronger. If you see that he's doing it from his heart and he cares about your children, it's something that, okay, me, I don't know, he likes me, I don't know, but my children, if a person loves Hashem, it's very nice, but if someone likes the children of Hashem Yitbarach, for Hashem Yitbarach, it's more than the world itself. It's everything. Like I told you that I read in Likutei Tfilot, Rabbi Nachman is saying, what's the reason that Hashem loved Moshe Rabbeinu so much? That he was ready to throw himself into the fire for every person, that he cared about each and every one of them. Because Moshe Rabbeinu cared so much about the children of Hashem Yitbarach, so Hashem Yitbarach said, who is better than him? Who is more important to me than him? Someone that cares about my children, someone that is running and helping my children, is doing everything for them. And there was that righteous man that I told you about, that he was very strong in Kfitzat HaDerech, disappearing from this place and suddenly to appear in a different part of the world and making salvations and miracles over there and then coming back like nothing happened. You can see him talking to him here in Eretz Israel, and then he walks out the room, you open the door, he's not there, and after 20 minutes some lady comes, you don't know, across the river there was and suddenly the tzaddik, that righteous man, he came 20 minutes walk and he couldn't do it, 1 hour drive, nothing, and he done that. He's jumping somehow. So his students asked him a lot of times, how you do that? All of the time we hear more stories about you jumping and disappearing and appearing somewhere. How? What are you doing? So for long years he wouldn't tell. He didn't answer them. He said, whatever Hashem wants, you need to everyone do his job, and whatever, he had his answers. one day he told them, they were very pushy. They asked him, Rav, please, then probably some big miracle happened or something. So they were pushing. So he told them, I'm going to tell you. He said, when I hear that a certain person is in pain, is in sorrow, I want to help him so much that my heart is torn to pieces. I cannot stand my life being limited and not able to help him in his trouble. And when Hashem, when the Creator sees my sorrow that is so strong, He just take me and bring me to that person that I'm going to help him. And He give me all of the things that I need to help me because He sees my sorrow. He's not aiming no holy names, and He doesn't focus in nothing, and he just sit and suffer. He's just got a heart, that's it. He's got a heart to Am Yisrael. So HaKadosh Baruch Hu takes him and put him in the place that gonna Yenachem oto, comfort, console him. That's it. Rabbi Nachman in Breslev said that he feels more sorrow from our sufferings than us. Because when we're coming to him and complaining and saying, look, I have issues, I have problems, after a while, we go and we buy some falafel, chips, burgers on the way back home. Or immediately putting some music in the, how you call that? הזה ששמים את המוזיקה, איך קוראים לזה? No, who's got CD? Today? No, this playlist on the phone, how you call that? No. Wow, you're not modern? iPod? No. Where is Johnny when you need you?
Pandora?
What?
Pandora,
I don't know.
It's radio.
No, radio. Where are you coming from? Indiana?
Not radio.
SoundCloud.
iTunes. No, Johnny uses iTunes.
Oh, yeah?
I think. We're on iTunes, Martha. What are you talking about? And immediately you forget. You distract your thoughts very fast from your issues. Why? Because the heart is still full with lusts and desires, and you have things that makes you happy, that makes your body happy, and you focus on your body, so it helps you to forget. But the righteous man, Rabbeinu, that said that thing on himself, he sits there with a pure, holy, empty heart, and he hears your sorrow, and he doesn't have nothing to console him. Nothing can help him. He just feels the pain, and he can also see the pain that starts where you lost the Creator and your distance from the purpose of having complete faith, things that are not bothering you at all. And he sits there in a holocaust from every situation that you're going through, and you don't care so much. Like a mother that her son is not married, and she cannot stand that situation. He is going with his friends, he's eating, he's got some hobbies, basketball, soccer, he's doing things, he's some joints, he's okay, he's managing, don't worry mother, I'm okay. But she doesn't have a day, she doesn't have a night, she's crying every day, she's finishing the Tehillim with tears, and what's going to be with my son, and she's doing 40 days, and she feels more than him. So HaKadosh Baruch Hu, He feels even more than us. That leader, like we said yesterday, the Manig HaRa'ui, we talked about it yesterday in the Hebrew class. It's a person always, the righteous man is someone that cares about others more than he cares about himself. And every person, like we said just now, that righteous man that he cared so much, and look what Hashem gave him. Such a huge gift that he can help people in other states, and he's not limited at all anymore. Why? Because he cared. So then Hashem noten and Hashem la tzaddikim. He gives the eyes, His own eyes to the tzaddikim, to the righteous people. He gives them all of His powers. Like Rabbeinu said, Matei Elokim biyadi. I hold the staff of God in my hand. The staff that Moshe Rabbeinu was open the Red Sea with it, that he was hit the stone, the rock with it, and Matei Elokim biyadi. He had the Matei Elokim in his hand. So you received some gifts when you give your heart. Nu libchem elai, give me your heart. Ve'olich otchem b'derech chadasha, and I'm going to lead you in a new way, in a new path. So if a person is ready to dedicate, he's also going to gain a lot of things that you cannot gain with simple effort. It's not some logic, some how you say mada, science that you can learn in university and you're going to learn how to fly. It's not something like that. You really, when you sacrifice your time and your desires and your physicality, so you cross to a different world, a different dimension, meimad acher. Suddenly you live with Hashem and you're not limited. You have something you need to achieve, you go, you pray for that thing, you pray until you bring that thing to happen. People that live life of faith, they see miracles every day. And Bob Marley said, you're allowed to quote Goyim, it's not a problem. Chokhmah, wisdom, what's the problem? Bob Marley said, כל האומר דבר בשם אומרו מביא גאולה לעולם. It doesn't written only on wise, on righteous, Jewish, religious, with beard and peot tzaddikim. So I heard from Chaim Mizrahi that he said that he heard that Bob Marley said that you cannot be aware to. He said it better, but you're not able to be aware to how strong you are until to be strong is your only option. Only thing, the only possibility, that the option that you have. Only when you stand in front of the fact that you have to deal, then you reveal how strong you are and how much things you can achieve. And you cannot learn that lesson until you stand alone in front of your life and in front of your lackings and in front of your weaknesses and in front of your fears. You cannot reveal the powers that are tumunim b'cha, are hidden inside of you. But when you do and you find the courage, and it means that you pray to Hashem Yitbarach, like I reminded each and every one of you, when you open the book of Tehillim and you read the life experience of David HaMelech, you don't see a hero stands in front of your eyes, someone that you're going to say, oh look, that's a hero, that's a powerful person. You see a person that's always afraid, that always cries, that he always have to hide, and he doesn't know what to do with himself, and he's got a lot of confusions and a lot of bad thoughts, and he's got only one solution. This is why he's a hero. Because he's always calling Hashem. He's always calling Hashem. That's how you also going to be able to solve all of your issues. If you're going to get used to call Hashem every moment of your life, always, Kol hayom yisichati, all day long I'm going to talk to Him, I'm going to talk to Him. I want us to go with a huge campaign, we're going to do that hopefully soon, that all of the believers in the world with no connection to the nation that they're coming from, all of the believers need to take one concept and to pray. And to pray. We can all do it together. We're going to start that project, that huge campaign, to offer, to invite all of the believers. You can talk about health, you can talk about faith, you can talk about wealth, no poverty, no violence, no whatever. Mashiach, if you want Mashiach. I want people to be ready to Mashiach. Before Mashiach comes, I want to be ready. If he will come, I won't be ready. Will it help me that he came? I'm going to hear that he was here and they went somewhere. What I'm going to do with the fact that he came? I'd rather to be ready when he's coming, to be able to stand up on my legs, to remember the brachot. I still hold this note with me. Now, brachot that you need to, if you want Mashiach to come, you need to know how to respect him. You need to say, Al Yisrael, Shechiyanu, Shechalak, Michochmato, Mikvodo, Chacham Arazim. 5 blessings that you need to say when you see Mashiach. So, if your memory is not working, you need a petek, you need a note. We have a lot of powers, guys. We have a lot of powers, and we need to believe in ourselves. And everyone should do things. Think about us in the Emuna channel. How many people can reveal and develop their powers and their abilities and to do good things with it. I started giving classes in Chut Shel Chesed, and then David Shlomo came to my classes and he said, hey, you know, let's make a channel. And he opened the YouTube channel, Emuna channel. He called it Emuna channel. And then after a while he handed it to Yosef, and Yosef started. What?
I saw the Emuna channel from Baltimore.
You know, Yosef was watching the Emuna channel from Baltimore, and he came, and other people. And then Obi joined us and opened his own channel inside of the Emuna channel. And then Avram Krieger started also, and Nissim helps us also, and Isaac Miracle also with us, and then Brad also, and more people, and now we have Melech with us, and more, and Yochanan, one of our students from Canada, that if you can say on one person that for sure he's gonna have 2 hands, 2 legs, brain and a heart in changing the world, it's Yochanan. All of his being is inside of what we're doing, and he helped us to build the website, the Emuna channel. He built it one letter after the other. He was sitting for thousands of hours. 0 1 0 1 1 1 1 0 0 1 0 1 and everyone, and we have more and more to come. And everyone can come and to join and to share. And I'm just mentioning few names. We have a lot more. We have a lot more. Ichi, Yitzchak Meir, Taub, and who else we got?
2 women writing.
2 women are writing with us. And who? Eitan Butler, my good friend Eitan. Eitan, where are you? Eitan Butler. Eitan Butler is a story. I think Eitan Butler is my brother, you know? No, באמת. Yeah. We're so... It's something amazing. I had so many... Also, we have Dvir on our website. Yaakov Alter started. Every person gave something. How many times I was thinking about things, and I was praying about things, and suddenly Eitan is calling me, and it was amazing. Once I was in the Tzion, in the grave of Rabbi Zevlevovich, and I was praying on a huge salvation that I really had to have it. And Eitan, he told me that he wants to help in that, but it was hard for him, but he really wanted to do that. And I knew that he wanted to help me, and I really needed that salvation. And I was standing over there in the Tzion of Rav Levovich, and I told him, look, I know you can help me, and I know I'm going to receive my salvation, but I'm not accepting it if it's not coming from Eitan's hands. I don't want it. If it's not coming from Eitan, I don't want it. And I couldn't complete that sentence, and he called me. Eitan called me from United States, from New York. It's amazing. It's It's mamash. So, everyone that wants to help us, you're more than welcome. You can join us. You can like us on Facebook. You can tweet in Twitter. Ariel, and all of the wonderful donors that are helping us to keep our activities in full power. Baruch Hashem. Thank God. Thank you all. Chazak u'baruch.